Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Markiss Stone, and I'm the host of the Daily Dose, and I would like to welcome you to the next day of your new life. That's right. See, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. What will you guys do with yours today? Well, I know one thing. I know you got some coworkers. I know you got some neighbors. I know that there is some whales that's swimming out there in the deep blue sea, but they need their antidote too. They out there just chilling and having fun, but they need the antidote. And in order for them whales to get it, I need my dosers on the count of 3 to do me my favorite thing, and that's 1, 2, 3. Hulk smash, Hulk smash, Hulk smash. That share button, smash it, smash it. Knock it out the park, baby, because today's topic is gonna be super lit. The Daily Dose studio will burn down to the ground. No fire extinguisher needed. But don't worry, it's 24 hours. We're going to go ahead and get it right back. Today is Work Crush Wednesday. That is right. Love, love, love what you do so it doesn't feel like work. It's also February 27, 2019, the year of consistency. And we gonna knock that bad boy out of the park. What's up, doses? How y'all doing today? I know it's 6:30 and I got quite a bit of energy, but it's because I love you, baby. No coffee needed, and I will show you why. I have been up since 4 a.m. No snooze button. That's right, working on my rise and grind planner, working on my daily, monthly, yearly goals, doing my gratitude, making sure that I take care of myself before I get on my phone, sending my positive message of the day. And there's me working on it right there. You're absolutely right. I promise you, you better not judge me, dosers. This is actually a yoga pose. Google it. I promise. This is a no judgment zone on the Dose Show. I know it just looks like I woke up at 4 a.m. and just went downstairs and just laid on the carpet and went to sleep. But that is not true. It's actually a yoga pose. You can Google it. But you know, just to make up for it, bam, the workout was going on. The sweat was just dripping, drip, drip. You see, Wednesday, February 27th, started the workout at 4:39 a.m., finished at 5:29 a.m., 578 calories burned. You see the heart rate little dots right there? That's right, we got it in, baby. And today's challenge was my pull-up competition. That's right, those are the things that I suck at. So this is the first week of all of my daily challenges. You guys got to see on Monday it was the push-ups, on Tuesday it was the wall sit, on Wednesday it was my pull-ups. I'm out there trying to get rid of the dad bod by any means necessary. And I know some of y'all are in my comments like, Markiss, what dad bod? I got a little pinch right here that I don't like that I'm trying to get rid of. But let's go ahead and get into the antidote, because I know that's why you guys came to the Daily Dose Show on Wednesday. But before we do, Lyric, tell them what to do. Oh man, today's antidote is going to be a little bit something else. You guys just got to watch it to find out what I'm talking about. Let's get into the antidote.
The antidote is defined as a medicine taken or given to counteract a particular poison. Now, Markiss, these people woke up early. They came to your show, The Daily Dose, to get the antidote. Hit them with the antidote.
All right, today we are going to talk about what is a limit. Some of us limit ourselves. Our brains are capped at what we think maximum capacity is. Our brain is filled. You know that sometimes when you go to these clubs or restaurants or nice facilities, they have a capacity right there that says this elevator cannot exceed 15 people, or this club or establishment can't exceed 230 people. They have a capacity. They are capped. There is a limit there. But we are going to talk about a no limit mentality. First of all, we already did a Daily Dose show a long time ago when I was first getting started about no limit. Now we're going to dive a little bit deeper in there talking about what's a limit. Meaning that's not even in our vocabulary. But if we had to go ahead and define a limit, the dictionary defines a limit as a point or level beyond which something does not or may not extend or pass. Let me go ahead and repeat that one more time so you can let it sink in. A point or level beyond which something does not or may not extend or pass. Now let's talk about limits for a second. If we had a limitless mindset, like some of the people that I'm about to highlight in today's dose, amazing things will happen. We all are living for truly amazement, right? We want to do amazing things. We don't want to be boring. We don't want to be dull. We don't want to be at the bottom of the barrel. We don't want to be average. We want to be awesome. We want to be creative. We want to be tremendous. We want to be exceptional. We want to do all great things. And that's why you guys are watching the Daily Dose show this morning. You guys like the hat, by the way? Yeah, I had to switch it up, baby. You want to be extraordinary. But in order for that to happen, you have to have a limitless mentality, meaning that there are no boundaries. It is capable of happening. You are capable of having that kind of mindset, but it takes a very strong mentality. If you don't believe me, let me go ahead and share a few people that had limitless mentalities, and hopefully that will inspire you on today's Daily Dose show. For example, some of you guys may know this guy right here if you're in the automotive industry. If you don't know this guy right here, his name is Ali Reda. Had an opportunity of becoming Facebook friends with him last October when he passed the Guinness Book of World Records for the most cars sold in a year, and he did it in like September with a couple of months to spare. Now, granted, this record was being held by a long time, and here comes Ali in fourth quarter of 2017 and comes through and just crushes the game and takes the title with months to spare. Not at the end, but with months to spare. Now, I would imagine that sometime around January, he had this goal in his mind that said, I'm going to break the Guinness World Record for the most cars sold in a year. And he had this tunnel vision. And without this tunnel vision, without this thought, it never would have happened. But he had his blinders on so much, he beat the Guinness Book of World Records with months to spare. How crazy is that? I had an opportunity to speak with him, man. He's an amazing guy. Didn't even cheat. The Guinness World Record before him came and raised a big old stink, and he audited him and got all these officials and people to audit records and this and that because he thought it was cheating. Such a sore sport, but whatever. That's none of my business. But imagine if he would have had a limit or capped his mind and say, I only want to do X amount of cars this year. Imagine if he put a number to it. He knew he wanted to beat the Guinness Book of World Records, but he didn't know how by how many. He just know he wanted to Hulk smash that goal. And he exceeded it with months to spare. Check out this amazing lady right here. Her name is Paula. And she has the record. She's the world record holder for the London Marathon. She did it in 2 hours, 15 minutes and 25 seconds. She beat the Guinness World Record by 3 minutes. Now, I don't know if you guys are into running. I don't know if you guys are into triathlons or these crazy marathons that all those people can't run. I mean, I got bad shin splints, so I can't do them or my legs will break. When I say I can't, again, trust me. When I say I can't do something, it's because I am physically incapable of, because it will break a bone in my body. If it's not going to break a bone in my body, I will do it. I promise you. But if I'm going to break a bone, I'm not going to do it. This girl beat it by 10 minutes. I don't know if you know about running, but to beat somebody's world record, I mean, there's a lot of amazing people in the world. To beat somebody's record by 3 minutes on a run, that's crazy. Imagine if she had a limit in her brain. Now, and she's got a really crazy running style, too. I didn't have a lot of time to record it, but she's got a really unorthodox training style. Now, here's the deal. This is what happens. I want to show you guys a picture of me this morning. You guys know I'm very transparent with my doses. I'm very honest with my dosers. I tell you guys I fail all the time. I tell you my accomplishments, but I also tell you my failures as well too. And that's why we resonate with each other. And that's why we have this really cool dose family. In the middle of my workout this morning, I was experiencing pain. I was discouraged. My right arm, you guys know I took a week and a half off because it was kind of injured and I felt a little bit coming back. So I decided to sit out just a couple of minutes and I had to gather my thoughts and I was like, man, I can't go any further. And I said, no, man. I said, no, you can go further. You remember you pushed yourself to that limit and you did 40 minutes on one yoga pose last week. You can go further. Your pain is temporary. Remember you talked about that on your show yesterday, that pain is temporary and pain is just weakness leaving the body. You're better than this. This is what I'm telling myself as you guys are looking at this picture right now. I'm telling myself, you got this, man. Practice what you preach. Don't let your doses down. Don't let yourself down. Don't let your goals down. Because what you want, the body achieves what the mind believes. And I also thought about these people right here. This guy right here. 50 years old, has the Guinness Book World Record for most push-ups completed in an hour. 2,220 push-ups. What's crazy about that is he didn't see a limit. He actually injured his shoulder while doing this push-up challenge and kept going and got the gold because he didn't see a limit. There was nothing stopping him. There was no obstacle that was going to come between him and his goal. This guy right here, Shun Fujimoto, helped Japan win the team gymnastics gold medal in 1976 Olympics after breaking his kneecap. He broke it, dislocated it, out of order. Put a wet floor sign next to it. Can't go there. He completed on the rings with his injury and ended up dislocating it when he landed. But he won the gold, guys. First place with a broken kneecap. This guy right here, Ronnie Lott, played in a 1985 playoff game and crushed his finger that had to be amputated, but he kept going with a broken finger. You see it right there. His finger had to be cut off, but he kept going. He pushed through the pain. He didn't see a limit. All he knew is that he had to win. Some of you guys may know this guy right here, Brett Favre, back before he was a cheesehead. Sorry, I'm from Chicago. 5 weeks in to get into a car crash that resulted in him losing 30 inches of intestines. Did you guys hear what I just said? He lost 30 inches of his intestines. Back when he was in college and they beat Alabama back in 1990, he had just lost 30 inches of intestines. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Some of you guys may know this guy right here, Tiger Woods. Some of you guys actually watched this happen. The world was watching this happen in 2008. He won the U.S. Open. Did you guys know that he had a broken leg and a torn ACL? Did you guys know that? When we all watched this, I know this was just 11 years ago. I know you guys watched it with me. Did you know that when he won, he had a broken leg and a torn ACL, and he had to fight through 91 holes? Get out of town. Or my favorite of all time, you guys know I'm from Chicago, so you know. I may not even have to tell this story. If you guys don't know who the GOAT is, we can't be friends. I'm sorry. I love you, but we can't be friends if you don't know who this guy is. Do you guys remember this moment right here? I do, as a little kid in the south side of Chicago. This was Michael Jordan during the flu game. That's right, Michael Jordan had the flu. I don't know if you've ever had the flu before, but I've had it a few times in my life, and it is not something to play with. Pun intended. It is not something to play with. You want to stay under your cover all day long. You don't want to move a muscle in your body. You talk about the sweat be dripping, drip, drip. Oh my gosh, it's like you're in a bathtub of sweat. You don't want to move. You just aching. You in so much pain. And Michael Jordan went out there and handled his business to the point where he had to be carried off of the court by Scottie Pippen. Can you imagine? The NBA, the National Basketball Association, has some of the most elite players that could ever compete. And he went out there in a playoff game with the flu and won the championship. You want to know why? Because these people saw no limit. So I ask you, are you limiting yourself? In your career, are you limiting yourself? Are you setting your goals so low? Even if you're setting them high, are they high enough? What if there was no limit to what you can do in life? What if there was no limit to how many people you can inspire on a daily basis? What if there was no limit to the amount of money that you can end up making? What if there was no limit to the amount of people's lives that you can actually change? What if? I'm inspired. I don't see a limit anymore. My goal is to make the world smile and change people's lives. I said the world. Maybe I need to expand it to the universe. Maybe some Martians need their antidote. Maybe some of them green guys in the flying saucers, I need to pop them a pill, and they might just come on down and say, you earthlings are really cool. I like the antidote. No limit, guys. No limit. Think about this in your career. Think about this in your daily life. I got a lot of dosers that's in the sales. Are we limiting ourselves by putting a number on our objective? I know goals are important. I know they got to be sky high. But are we limiting ourselves? Are we putting a cap on what we're fully capable of doing? I've just shown you several examples of people who have no limit. No limit to how many cars you can sell in a year. No limit to how fast you can run this. No limit to your age. At 50 years old, you can do over 2,000 push-ups in an hour. You can break your freaking bones and still end up doing it. You can lose your intestines and still end up doing it. You can break your leg and tore your ACL and still do it. You can have the worst sickness out there that's, not as far as cancer and AIDS and all that kind of stuff. But Magic Johnson played with AIDS. I should have had him in there as well. There's no limit. These guys are living proof. So let me ask you dosers out there. Are you limiting yourself? Well, today, make the commitment that you will no longer have a limit. Type it in the comments right now, no limit. Do me a favor and say that there's not going to be any limit to the amount of money that I can make. Type it in the comments, no limit. There's not going to be any limit to the amount of people's lives that I can actually change. Type it in there, no limit. There is no limit. You're going to pour unconditional love into this Work Crush Wednesday and every single thing that you can do to say that there will be no limits. You will not have walls. You will not have barriers. You will have this blank, empty space and the freedom to roam and do whatever you want to do and grind and hustle. It's grind over matter, baby. It's grind over matter. You will have no limit to how hard you can grind to see what you can achieve. Chase a number, but look past exceeding that number because that number is just a limit and you, my friend, don't have any limits. If you're new to the Daily Dose, just know that I'm just here to make the world smile and change people's lives. And I would love to meet all of you guys, all of my dosers, in person. If you're able to make it through Orlando, I read some of the comments yesterday, and I'm so excited to meet some of you guys and see some of you guys for the second time. Orlando 4th and 5th, I will be a roundtable speaker, and you'll get an opportunity to see me in person if you're there. And I would love to meet every single one of you guys. If you're new, head on over to my Facebook profile, hit following, hit see first, so you can always get your antidote. You don't have to watch live. You can catch me in the shower. You can catch me when you're on your way to work. You can catch me on the Bluetooth. You can catch me while you're at work. Don't matter where you catch me, just catch me. Catch me in that news feed. Check out the outro.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Daily Dose. I hope you got your antidote today. Your daily dose of positivity, inspiration, and motivation. Check me out every Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time Zone on Facebook Live. And don't forget to Hulk smash that share button.
Just realize that I'm just here to make the world smile and change people's lives. Y'all have a fantastic Work Crush Wednesday. Hump day. Mike. Peace.